On top of that, she good for me. Made me want to say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 67 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss, because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You talk about this Jets defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Down to about the 45. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting,
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
and I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's Eckler again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
First down, Chargers.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers 14, Jets 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They started on the ground with Eckler. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Chargers.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Herbert now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0.
Jets, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, 56 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a play action now for Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Every other season of Bosa's 7-year career had injuries cost him time. Stayed true to that last year, only 5 games played. Good news, he has rebounded with double-digit sacks and a Pro Bowl season each year following those injuries.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
You don't confuse Franklin Myers with the all-pros of the Jets defense, but don't underestimate his role on the team. Dependable, big body, and a little pass rush chops too. 11 sacks over the last 2 seasons.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a night.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, keep it up, keep it up.
Could be it. This could be the turning point.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are right back in this football game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
Well, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. And when he stepped back, he thought he might have had that.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. John Franklin Myers, his 2nd sack of the night. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd down and 3. They're going to pass here with Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So this one's over. It's in the win column for